The callback number, they call you, right?
Yes, they would call that the number that I gave you. Yes, sir.
Okay, that number that the officer gave me, yes, you call that number. That's 602-223.
Was it ringing here?
I think it was in there.
Oh, they're not going to call you now. So did they give you some legal advice or anything?
No, nothing.
So, do you want to call another attorney then?
They all seem to. I don't know where there's a 24-hour one.
Well, usually what happens with attorneys is you call service and you leave the information and then they call back. And that's why I told you to leave the callback number.
Well, I left the callback number.
Okay.
I just everybody's telling me the next day.
Okay. Well, usually so we can give you the time and wait see if they'll call back. And then, or you can contact another attorney to see if.
I don't know how this works, so.
Well, I'm just kind of trying to.
No. What I'm saying is, like, my brain only knows how it works if I function through somebody doing it. Okay. So the reason why I'm really good at driving and all that stuff is because I took combat driving in the military and it was pounded into me. So that's like something my PTSD and ADHD can't get rid of.
Okay. Right, so do you want us to contact a different attorney?
Well, I don't, like I said, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what attorney to contact to move forward.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, the criminal defense attorneys that are in there are the ones that we would probably want you to contact. So, that would be any one of
that one I showed you was a
he
specific
called.
DUI.
He left a message.
And then the second one I called, and then they said they'll get back to me the next day.
Okay.
And this is the area.
Okay, Cantor's one that you can probably call. That would be the one that would be able to call you right back. Do you want me to close the door?
Yes, please.
I know that one will call me.
DPS. DPS.
Knutson Station, yes, sir.
Come in and.
Oh. So you're at the DPS in Knutson Station, which is on 16th Street University.
Okay. Dutton Station on 16th Street and University.
Yes, sir.
Alright, thank you.
Got it? All right.
The arresting officer? Yes. I'm repeating. Okay. Alright, I'm ready. I will consent to a test. But I don't want to answer any questions. Say that again. Enunciate.
Let them know that it warrants a recognition. But we will do consent.
I do not want to do any more field sobriety tests. And I would like to be released for an independent test. Did you hear all that?
Yes.
Yep.
And if we could talk to him before you get off the phone.
They want to talk to you, ma'am. Okay.
Handcuffs and then I'll...
Do you need me any further? Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying if I need to come back into the room or not, if they can move me. Alrighty, thank you very much.
Good this one.
Trooper Salmons.
He's going to ask you some medical questions. You can decide whether or not to answer them or not. That's your choice.
Salmons.
There's
Salmins.
just medical questions. We just need to do that to for help. Medical questions or not.
Yep. Okay, I just said. Yeah, there won't be a site because we'll be doing blood. Just for your information, we do have a search warrant granted, but we'll be doing a consent draw since he's consented to the test. Yeah. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Yep. Bye.
So on your evidence say just change it up.
Yeah, I hadn't started reading into him yet because
Fine,
he
no
wanted
problem.
to.
Okay, good. Then just do the evidence per se and just do it as a consent.
Yeah.
For the investigation. It's not for the investigation, it's for the medical health side. Okay.
2019. The ramp area was clear when I went through it. I didn't possible pedestrians down at the canal.
I-2202-7870.
HTSC.
Thanks.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
2019. She also mentioned that one when she called, but that's not.
I'm not trying to make you feel any type of way.
No, I'm trying to confirm it.
That's fine. So you're right on, so you prefer left or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 714, 29, 22, 2011.
So bear with me on these questions.
Chandler,
You can answer yes or no, or you can give me examples if you do have any. Okay, so do you have any medical problems? Hold on. I got it right off. ADHD, PTSD.
The shoulder therapy. And then,
That's it? Actually, maybe backtrack since we didn't start off. So my name is Trooper Larson. I'm a qualified law enforcement phlebotomist. So what that means is I went to school just like doctors and nurses to be able to draw blood. Okay. So do you have any allergies that you're aware of?
seasonal.
Seasonal? Do you have any? You don't have any allergies to shellfish?
I have
or
no specific, just
pollen and crap like that.
tree sperm.
Okay.
And Phoenix Air.
Well, so the moisture doesn't take it down. The moisture would normally collect it in a droplet and then drop on the ground. So, but because we don't have that.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Yep.
sweat and falls on the ground and it's right before it hits. Do you have any infectious diseases that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Medications or drugs taken in the last 24 hours?
In the last 24 hours, I have smoked marijuana, and I believe,
10-4, where are you?
yep, I'm drunk. Last time I drank was about a week ago.
Okay. No other medications for anything else?
I took, I did take Tylenol with naproxen.
About what time? Just so you guys.
Noonish.
Are you sick or injured right now?
Just my dislocated shoulder. Pops in and out. It's not properly set yet.
Okay. When that happened?
That actually happened due to my dislocated ribs over long periods of time. So my dislocated ribs popped my shoulder out and I atrophied like this, and I've been pulling it back ever since.
Okay. Is it just more of a discomfort thing?
No,
Which
it-
cause?
it
Which
pop-
cause?
It can pop out.
Okay.
It popped out on the way here.
Still in the US 60 yet. Pedestrian just wiped out an electric
Do you have a
scooter.
history of drinking with blood draws in the past?
Not that I
10-4, do you
know of.
want me to start fire? Negative, phase code 40.
Did you hear that?
No.
A ped just wiped out on a scooter, one of those like bird scooters on the sidewalk.
And again, so
Can you wipe that off, please, with alcohol? Because that's starting to itch.
what is it?
My wrists.
This is non-alcoholic. This is.
I needed to clean.
It's a cleaner though.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do it yourself.
No, you can do it. Because they're itching like right in the same spot on the why.
I have a metal allergy, so I can relate to that. And again, I know you said over the phone you consent. So do you mind signing this? Do you consent? And this is just strictly the phlebotomy form. This is nothing else. Just want to sign on the screen for me. Thank you, sir.
Is that a tough look?
Is what?
Is that a tough look?
Yeah.
Thank the military for taking away the Marine Corps for taking away the indestructible title of it. Remember when they came out and claimed they were indestructible?
And then that didn't last very long.
Yeah, Marines were buying them and putting that name to the test. So they were trying to sit there and say there was an investigation in 29 Palms because they were trying to say that they were that they were blowing them up and like using military means to destroy them. But we were just being brutal to
Oh,
them,
sure.
like pounding them.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Yes, you are Marine Corps?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna check, so like you said you didn't want this one drawn, but I'm just gonna check it, okay? I'm gonna check both.
He's got to watch the shoulder though.
That's fine. Be gentle.
So yeah, we would you know the commercial they had for all the stuff that they had them do, like drop off a balcony and stuff like that. We were just recreating them to the most extreme.
Because you guys have nothing else.
Yeah, and once we found out they were $2,000 and you get a free one when you break it, because they claimed they were indestructible.
They're very expensive.
Yeah, so we had one, like I think there were at least 5 people in that platoon that were just breaking them constantly. Yeah, just
You
because
didn't get in any trouble for that?
you can't get in trouble. It's false advertisement.
That's fair, I guess.
You're trying to sell something that's indestructible and I'm breaking it.
Leave it to military guys to
Should've
think
given those
outside the
Nokia
box for
phones.
that.
Well, the Nokia phone, the reason why they went out is because their battery couldn't last smartphones and they were blowing up.
Thanks.
I'm sure
You're fine,
Monst-
man, just-
No, it's like that's better.
Okay.
This one dislocated and doesn't have proper flow.
I'm sure Monster Energy drinks and NOS were involved in testing these tuplets as well.
Okay, now I have to tell you, I do not have normal skin. My skin stretches,
Okay.
so you
So
have
you
to
gotta
go in slow.
Make sure it doesn't roll.
Yes.
So if I didn't have normal skin, then you just poke and play. But I don't know how many times. Well,
I don't want to poke and prod.
I'm the medic. I know what I'm doing.
So I did my training at the VA. So I done. And
That's not me.
The one in Gilbert.
I understand, but
Talking
like,
about poking and prodding, I hate to say it, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do because these old people.
well, no, I understand that. But if you actually go in slow,
Yeah.
it's you guide it better.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like, cause that's not normal.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, you're gonna poke it and you're gonna drastically miss it, and
Yeah, so I'll kind of stretch the skin a little bit and make sure that it doesn't do anything weird.
and then I get yelled at by everybody because I look like I just got done shooting because I have like 5 or 6 misses in my arm.
Let's not do that because I don't want to make you feel any sort of discomfort because I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I don't like needles. I don't like blood, which is kind of strange.
Oh no, I'm the same way. Like it's really weird. I can have it happen to me, but I can't have you describe it.
So I can draw blood, but if I'm standing next to him and he's drawing blood, I cannot watch.
Love the human mind, don't you?
Weird how.
I can't do. I don't like needles either. I'll just get tattoos. That's better.
I've always wanted to make a shirt that says United States Marine, give me guns, guts, and glory, but don't put a spider or a snake in it. Spider or needles. There we go, spider or needles. But then again, some spiders are worth, being afraid of.
Yeah.
Like camel spiders.
Yeah. And then brown recluse.
Bird-eating spider. It goes like the size of a small dog. 21.35. You mean any of the vials?
Yeah, please. Wasn't too bad, was it?
Are you supposed to take that off?
No, so I have to leave that on. I'll pull it off in just a sec. Do you ever go down to the VA at all?
I have to go down because I have a psych eval. I actually have one at the end of this month.
Okay.
That's what keeps me on the road.
Which one do you go to? The one in Phoenix or the one out here?
I actually lucked out. The one in Phoenix, I have an ADHD, PTSD doc. He was a psychiatrist for children, for a psychologist for children for ADHD, and then he went in for PTSD. So I lucked out because my PTSD aggravated my ADHD. And stuff like wordplay can confuse me
Gotcha.
depending on what, like,
My roommate's severely dyslexic, so I kind of understand that.
what's that white stuff?
That's the
Preserve.
solution, so it preserves so it doesn't clot.
It deoxifies the blood.
Yeah, so when I take them out, you'll see me invert the tube about 10
Well,
times.
shake. Yeah.
Not shake.
Well, no,
'cause
no,
you can't
the-
shake it,
the-
it'll foam up.
Well, technically you're shaking, but once and very slowly.
Not too bad. Just gonna press it there for me, please. What was the time?
21.35.
Can I just get your first and last name then, sir?
Ian Furlong.
And your grandma's gonna be the one that can come pick you up.
What was that thing that she had me say at the very end? I'm gonna get
You want to get released for an independent test?
correct.
I will read you a form that explains that. It's also the form that your grandmother will have to sign, taking responsibility of you for tonight.
Did you get that ink here?
Yeah, actually, I can give you the place too. I get a lot of questions on it. Dude's really good.
Yeah.
You go
Better
Old
than that
Town.
guy. Let's just say there's not supposed to be any lines.
Good grief, alright.
Let me see that real quick.
Scratch me in the nail, I guess.
Probably because your skin's a little weird.
Well, yeah. It's no biggie, it's white. I mean, it's light. It's lighter. So you didn't kill me.
It's good.
It's
I hope
black.
it was, well, at least for one, I got it on the first scope, so that's good. I hope it was cool.
You know that
Yeah.
shit that it does when you're not paying attention.
Let's try to keep that straight for about 15 minutes. I'm doing this one. I got it, so that's...
No, it's just funny because then like, if you're somebody and you go back into handcuffs, which would be striking. So, I don't know. Like a second idea.
But again, like I said, this is more so, this is
Liability.
for me and my liability, but I hold a lot of liability, obviously, with the blood draw, making sure everything's good, that's why I have to ask you questions. Make sure everything's good with that. Do it good and try to be as friendly as possible. I got nothing else you can do with me.
You put the Band-Aid on already?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. We'll put these back on the front. And then we'll have you call your grandma to come get you. How far does she live from here?
35th and
Okay, so not too far. You want to have a seat here? I'll dial a number on speaker, that way you can talk.
what's the address?
It's right there, the 2610 South 16th Street.
Where? Oh,
I might have to call a couple times because she may not pick up because it'll come up as
I know, I
restricted.
She's really good with answering.
Hello.
Hi, Grandma. I got pulled over for a DUI, and I need somebody to come pick me up at 2610 South 16th Street, Phoenix, 85034.
Okay, what's going on?
I got a DUI, and I need you to come pick me up.
Okay, I didn't quite hear you.
Here. Try and just...
I got a DUI, and I need you to come pick me up. Yep, you're good. Don't worry about it. Just come pick me up. Pounded. It's in Phoenix. 2610 South 16th Street, Phoenix, 85034. No, this is a police station. I don't know. You got the address? Phoenix. Well, I need you to have the whole address so that way you don't accidentally go someplace else. Correct. Is there a number?
Yeah, so she calls at 602-223-2479 when she gets here.
602-223-2479.
Thanks, bro.
2479.
And tell her if she's facing the building.
One sec.
If she's facing the building, like the entrance, and when she gets here, on the right-hand side there's a street. It's kind of dark, but on the left, when she's down that street, she'll see a little sidewalk that says prisoner picked up.
Alright, you need to go to the prisoner pickup when you're looking at the front entry on the right side down the street.
Yeah, there's a street, and then it'll be on her
So
left.
when you're looking at the precinct, there's going to be a street down to the right side,
And on the left is the
and
prisoner
on the
pickup.
left is on the prisoner pickup.
If she can't find it, she can just call that number.
Mm-hmm. The number she can call, she can get directions to.
Yeah, if she when
Yeah,
she
you
gets
got the
here,
number.
if she doesn't, if she can't find it, then call that.
Correct. 247. Thank you. Bye.
Like 20 minutes, my guess.
No. Probably 30 to 40. That's my grandma.
Okay.
She drives like. She doesn't leave the right lane. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay. What's up, dude? Yeah. What you gotta do? Oh, so you need Larson to go sit on in the car?
Sit on some of these cars up, Harry.
And a dog. A car and a dog.
I got another blood draw coming in.
He has another blood draw coming. Where's a Kingston or TIE Fighter? Of course they're all going on. Venom's going on. See if a South guy's available. Yeah, once his grandma gets here to take him, I can go over there, but that's probably like 30 minutes or more. So they may even be there by then. Yep. Yep. You want a dog sit? What's your badge number? I gotta put you on here. You're gonna be a witness. What's your badge?
10757.
Okay.
You know anybody on the 540s?
No. Still not. I hardly know anyone in Central, man. Kyle is the only one I know. He might be on the 540s.
Young?
Yeah.
He's over 19.
Oh, okay.
I'm just wondering, how is the field sobriety, how is that system actually legal?
It's been tested.
No. I'm not talking about, like, I understand the field sobriety test, but I'm saying that if you don't consent to the field sobriety test, you're totally fine, but if you do, then you're not.
You're not totally fine if you don't consent to a field sobriety test.
Well,
Because if you refuse, then you can get placed under arrest immediately for refusing the test.
yes.
The tests are for us to see more clues or lack thereof. So if you consent to the test and we don't see clues of impairment, then you're free to go. If you refuse them and we think that you could be DUI, then we have to arrest you to test to be sure that you're not. Otherwise, everyone would refuse and we just let you drive off and the drunk goes and kills a family.
But then we have the other hand where you have to accept, and once you accept, you're forced down this line.
So
Of reasoning.
So the thing about it too is, it's obviously you're guilty or you're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So and then for
But-
instance,
I'm not trying to challenge it. I'm just trying to comprehend it.
All right.
No,
That's
trying
what
to
he's
explain it.
explaining.
For instance, I've arrested a guy. I work nights. He works swing shift, so he gets off at like midnight. I work till 5 a.m. So I've arrested a guy for suspicion of driving under the influence, and he came back stone sober. No drugs, no alcohol, nothing. But it seems like so. It was a single vehicle collision at like 3 in the morning. He crashed, and I asked him, "Hey, do you want to do a couple tests?" And he says, "Absolutely not." So that makes me think, obviously, single vehicle collision. He's a little bit.
No, I understand like the implications and stuff, but I'm just saying like the fact that like how do you determine whether or not somebody is impaired and then also go and stick them? Because like I mean right now if I refuse the field sobriety you wouldn't be able to stick me and then I wouldn't be able to get suspended 100% for refusing it. That's what I'm talking about.
So
That is the loophole. If I would have sat there and defied the field sobriety, I wouldn't be automatically suspended.
So we look for certain things too. With alcohol, we look for certain things.
Well, no, I'm
With,
just saying that if I refuse it, I have more chance of getting out of it than if I accept it. So the people that accept it are more likely going to go through all of this.
Well, if you refuse it, we
I
place
can't get
you
my
under
blood drawn
arrest.
if I refuse it.
Yes, you can.
So if you
Because I already had it written up. I had a search warrant for your blood. So if your attorney didn't
no,
tell
no,
you
no,
to,
no, but here's
you'd-
the-
we would sit you in a
For my
chair.
field sobriety test, if I didn't do the field sobriety test,
I would have placed you under arrest.
Yeah. Okay, and then there would have been.
And then you would have come here. We would have asked you if you can do a blood draw. You would have said yes or no. If you said no, then that's probable cause to get a search warrant, which is granted by Maricopa County Superior Court, stating that we shall get your blood to test as evidence.
But that's what I'm saying though. See how long that takes?
It only took me about 5 minutes. We were in the car,
Doesn't take
still
long.
on scene, waiting on the tow truck, and already had your search warrant done.
So the thing about it is, so we.
So
we
no,
have-
I'm
just trying to explain it the best way we can.
I think what I'm saying is I found my discrepancy. So either the field sobriety test doesn't matter at all. Like it's
does.
not connected.
No,
it
to,
does.
No,
It's-
it's not connected to this.
Like the whole, it's all concluded. It
No,
all
I
goes
know
into
you
your
group
case.
it up as
Yes.
it, but I'm saying like the field sobriety is one variable and this is another variable.
Yeah, they're all
and you can
give us
do-
independent
and
little
if you don't do the
things
field
of what
sobriety
happens.
test, me refusing this still gets my license suspended
So
for
if you
1
don't
year.
do this field sobriety test, we have to go off good faith. So, like,
That-
and again,
That's what I'm talking about.
and then again, like I said, I'm not perfect. I've arrested a guy who was stone sober off drugs and alcohol. He had a parole warrant out of Texas for manslaughter. That's
No,
why
I-
he refused.
I understand.
Totally
that.
different situation. But you know what I mean. So
And I've arrested plenty of people too, where not plenty, but there have been cases where they gave every indication that they were impaired by something like drugs. So I didn't smell alcohol.
Yeah,
Blood
but
comes back,
what
nothing.
what I'm trying to say is though that there was no indication because marijuana smoke, the smell of it, is no longer deemed under
That's for searching.
Arizona.
Yeah, so that's different. So
That's for searching a vehicle. We are no longer allowed to search a vehicle based on the odor of marijuana from a vehicle.
So if I stopped you for
Unless we believe there's other criminal activity occurring
But that doesn't
within
make
the
any
vehicle.
sense then. Because, I mean, if you're not allowed to do it just to search the vehicle, then couldn't you just do a DUI test and then instantly arrest them then and get a
Well,
search
then it's
warrant?
an illegal arrest. If we don't believe that you're actually impaired.
yeah, so we have to
Because we could just smell marijuana and be like, oh, we'll just arrest them.
But
That'd be a
there
false
was no
arrest.
indication that I was impaired because, I mean,
Well,
if
you're
any-
not trained to see the signs and symptoms that includes that I observed on scene.
I said I was PMO.
Okay.
That
But you're not
means-
observing yourself. I'm observing you.
Yes, I understand.
So it's different. So just like in your job in the Marine Corps, you'd observe
But you
somebody's
have to be
impairment.
self-aware, which my ADHD makes me pretty much self-aware, like, I would say 3 to 5 seconds after the fact. Like, if I were to, if something were a big enough impulse, like, shit, I can't even. Like, if somebody was going to get into a fight with me or something like that, my ADHD would have to take 3 to 5 seconds to register whether or not I would be in my legal right to defend myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and you're able to contact an attorney. That's why you read your rights. There's just no opportunity on scene, obviously, in the back of a car for you to be calling an attorney. So
Hey, there's a suggestion. Put a speakerphone in the back of the police car so that way they can contact them right away.
your grandma's first and last name.
Janet?
2 N's or 1 N, 2 T's.
Neither. J-A-N.
E-T.
Yes.
And last name?
Not H-N-A-T.
H-N-A-T.
Correct.
Is she the registered owner of the vehicle?
Of my vehicle?
Yeah. Okay.
you good?
Yeah. Thanks, man. Alright. So this is, I'll read this to you. After completing the test of your blood, breath, urine, or other bodily substance, you will be given a reasonable opportunity to arrange for any physician, registered nurse, or other qualified person of your own choosing to obtain an independent test or tests in addition to any administered by a law enforcement officer. So that's what your attorney advised you to do when you leave here. You can pay for a nurse to draw your own blood or whatever. So you're by signing this, you understand that you have the right to a reasonable opportunity to arrange for an independent test of your blood, breath, urine, or other bodily substance. Understand all that? You also get a copy of this. So. I just need you to sign here stating that you understand what you're able to do. Right here on this line.
Have you seen the gun cams?
I've heard of them.
They're so much better.
The gun camera.
Donut operator shows like a whole bunch of police like shootings and stuff like that. And the clearest one I've ever seen was on a gun camera.
Yeah. Yeah, technology's getting a lot better. These are the newest body cameras that
I'm
they
just
have out.
surprised you guys don't wear empty frames. They're just frames of glasses with no lens. They just have a camera on the side.
Yeah, they tested a bunch of them. These were for our job. This one was the best one for us to be able to use.
Like I understand why they don't use the glasses, because I mean you can.
Well, it's easier to get them knocked off.
Yeah.
This one stays. I mean, this one, because with the mount on here, this thing's not coming off unless you like rip it off, like turn it.
So I can see somebody coming in and like tackling, shouldering it off, but other than that, you got to do something you can't just like slap you on the head and it fall off.
Right. You can. There's a magnet one that I don't really like to wear because it's not as strong, but that one can get knocked over easy.
That's
knocked
not
off.
good.
Yeah. But this one is by far the best one. They have a pocket one too that secures better, but like just as well as this one. All equipment can come off and fail. It doesn't matter how good it is. So, at least for the most part, it stays on there, no issues.
I remember when the cops didn't want them, and then the first year, I think it was like 85% of criminals who claimed that the cop was like they just went to the body cam and it was 100% like blatantly you broke the law.
Yep, it's a good tool. I always advocated for them. Some people didn't like them, but it's accountability for officers as well as the public.
I can't wait till you guys get drones.
We do.
No, I mean like on top of your car. So instead of that right there, right, I have a little fob. Like, say, you remember that key fob that I had? You can get a drone that's about that big, push a button, and it'll follow a key fob.
Oh,
So
just
all you
tracks
do is
it.
you push the button, it turns
So
on.
it puts it in tracking mode.
Yep, and it points the camera at you. So that way when you go running, you don't ever have to worry about that falling. That if that falls off, that thing would follow you. Sucks being 100% disabled because you can't do anything. You're stuck at home all day.
Well, can't you?
Well, I go out, but with gas prices and stuff like this, I don't get up very often to go out. Today was my day to go out, so went out. And then this happened. Am I allowed to get anything out of my truck?
It'll all be in there. So
No,
you'll be
I
able to
mean,
get
like-
your truck as soon as tomorrow.
Well, I have to pay for it,
Right.
but like, I need the massager tonight.
Yeah, no. That'll be in your truck. You'll have to get that in the morning, unfortunately.
Do I get a ticket or do I have to pay it right away?
Well, this is going to be long form charges.
Huh?
Waiting for the blood to come back. So the county attorney will
The tow
send you
goes-
something in the mail for the charges that you're facing based on the blood results.
Well, not the tow.
Oh, the tow? Yeah, I'll give you paperwork tonight for it. It's in Mesa somewhere.
Why don't you guys have tows on your truck, on your vehicles?
What are we gonna do with a? We can't really tow a car with our car.
Yeah, you can.
Where would we put it?
A tow?
Where would we put it?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like along the way, you would drop the vehicle off, or like drop me off, and then drop the vehicle, and have somebody drive your vehicle to drop it off. So,
That'd be too much. That's why we
Actually-
have a contract with a bunch of tow companies. So
well, what I'm saying is it would actually cost less. Like think about one of these empty lots that you guys have around here, right? And 30 days, you have 30 days to come and get it.
we don't have that much room. You know how many cars we tow in a day?
How many cars?
Like we can tow. I've towed up to like 5-6 cars in one day that have been destroyed. Like if it's destroyed, we can't.
No,
tow
I
a
get
car.
it if you get it destroyed, but I'm saying in like my situation, like you guys have a towing lot for like a 3 or 4 day lot, and then it gets towed by a towing company.
Yeah, it'd be too much extra. Takes more time of us off the road because there's not as many of us as there.
Yeah, I
Could be
After
either.
all that defunding the police,
We just go back
bullshit.
and forth with back to crashes or disabled cars.
Still saying George Floyd OD. If I've ever seen an OD, that's one of them. I mean, he couldn't even make it to the car. That was loss of motor functions. Started saying he was, what's it called? Claustrophobic. That's not in his medical record. And they have a big police medical record, so that's what started an insurrection to get this shit going.
Yeah, well, the officer wasn't right in what he did either. So
No, he was totally right. He was 100% in the right. Nothing he did was in the wrong. He didn't apply any pressure. I've been in that position. Being in the military, you get slammed to the ground. That's the most comfortable position to be in if you want to be held. Somebody holding onto your arm, that's not, that hurts. Somebody holding onto your neck, like it's the what's it called? Chokehold. That's bad. But when somebody's got their knee on the back of your neck, the only thing you have to worry about is the drop. Nothing he did was wrong by all physics. I mean, even the trial was weird. It's definitely a downgrade of our judicial system and not pay full attention to everything.
That was hearsay over evidence. I don't know how that ended up happening. Like, I would have fired that chief personally for saying that I don't condone nor do I train any of my officers like that, and then they showed the training video of him actually using the right technique that he signed off for. That just tells me that that officer wasn't, that chief wasn't paying attention. And if it was me, I've gotten so many people fired just for stupid shit like that. Shit, I didn't mean to get them fired. I just said the truth and they got screwed. Do the prisoners make those chairs?
Huh?
Do the prisoners make those chairs?
No, that's just an old chair. That's been there for a long time.
I mean, like, it's got shoddy welding.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It looks like it got put up against somebody who was just starting it.
It could have been. Who knows?
You guys take insurance over the phone, right? Like if I have a screenshot of my recent insurance.
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying
we
for
can do
next
that.
time,
Yep.
not for this time.
Yeah, we
obviously.
do all electronic.
No, like
insurance.
if I show you my phone with it, okay. They finally phased that out of you have to have a piece of paper. You just have to have
Yeah, now it's any mobile or whatever it is.
any actual
Electronic device that can display it. Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've seen people just buy insurance and then get the printout and then cancel their insurance.
Well, they can do that, and then they're screwed later when they
Why isn't it
get in a
not,
crash. So
Why isn't it not gone through you guys if it's necessary?
it goes to the MVD.
No. I mean, like, why isn't it not on my driver's license? Kind of.
The only thing when you pull up your plate now, they just changed it. We can see like a company. We don't know if that's necessarily the current one. And a
Gotcha.
policy number. It doesn't have like an expiration date or anything like that. It just shows
It just
like
shows you a
USA or whatever it is with a policy number. So we're like, okay, well maybe.
Yeah, that
Usually
I
it adds
could
up,
tell you my
but-
insurance company, but see, this is the problem you're trying to stress to me, that somebody could have house insurance and give you that and it'll show up, but it won't tell you it's car insurance, correct?
I don't think the house insurance would. We check and make sure the vehicle and stuff. But
Well, no, I'm
MVD
saying,
would only be able to attach
That's what I'm
whatever
saying.
the insurance company is on record for that vehicle.
That's what I'm saying.
However they get that, I don't know.
They just can't. Our system's so old. We need. Because I mean, it would be 10 times faster, wouldn't it? How many times do people look for insurance and have their old insurance card?
Right.
What do you need? Just a little bio of it?
Of what?
The,
Insurance?
yeah.
All we
what's-
need is policy number and expiration date, and like your name or the vehicle listed on there. Because you can drive another person's vehicle and have your own insurance. You don't have to have theirs for liability insurance or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I got. Well, I got actual insurance, but yeah, I know what you mean. So, totally thought of a judge being on duty, just sitting at a computer waiting for somebody to ask for a search warrant. You said you were PMO?
I did military police in the Army. Leavenworth, Leonard Wood.
Wait, isn't that a prison?
I did primarily prison work, but I did get more too.
How different is military prison from this one? A lot
From
more
here?
respect. Like,
It's a lot more strict, I think.
no, I mean like the inmate, like. Because I was thinking,
Yeah, you get a little bit more respect. But it's just weird when you're dealing with a prisoner that
used to be respectful.
was like a colonel, and you're like a specialist, and you're telling them where they need to go and what to do. It's just weird. They listen for the most part, but it's like that's just a weird thing to think about.
Yeah, I ended up getting what's the leaf, the gold leaf?
Is that? I think that's Navy, isn't it? The
well,
leaf.
Well, no, it's like a thing like this.
Oh, you're talking about the major,
Yeah, major. We ended up.
where it's like that star-looking leaf thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up. What year were you in?
I was in
No, for
from
the 11
13
No, okay.
or 14. Yeah,
So
13.
yeah, we ended up getting our. See, that's the thing about being that rank, though, because you can go to Leavenworth for making an accident, and like we ended up getting our major investigated by accident, and then he ended up going to prison because he was working with a sheik, and never what's it called? He never determined whether the sheik was good or not, and he worked with him for a half a year, and come to find out he's like funding terrorist cells and shit. So that major ended up getting relieved and sent to Leavenworth.
Yeah.
Nobody died because of it or anything like that. It was just they were constantly giving us like cachets and stuff like that to blow up. So they were keeping completely quiet while we were there. But because he was just linked and he never did anything, yeah.
Well, we had these people. There's a group, the Leavenworth. Call them the Leavenworth 10.
3-4 weapons company, Cat 1. Do you guys just work with any military in there?
It was all military. Yeah, it was Marine, Navy, Coast Guard, whatever.
It's
Yeah.
what level?
I worked in the general, I worked
No,
in the
pe-
shops, general population, whatever.
Yeah,
Not
the-
max or whatever.
Not aggressive people, just people
Right.
that made mistakes or stupid choices.
Or they had been in like more high threat or whatever blocks, where now they're released to kind of be more.
Yeah, they got a. They went.
They were
down.
able to work. Like we had guys in the barbershop using straight razors. I mean,
Well, yeah, no. What I'm saying is like what you're trying to say is you had somebody from Max show that they weren't as dangerous and go down.
right? Or they served enough time where it's like, all right, you can go into general population and be fine, not have any issues. Yeah.
Anybody we know, like everybody knows,
Manning was in there when I was there.
Manning.
Chelsea Manning.
Yeah.
When he was transitioning. Pull the door. Try again. There you go.
Grandma.
Yeah. And Grandpa, I'm guessing.
No.
Hello.
How you doing?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
can I
there
get
it
your
is.
license, ma'am? Just so I can verify. I already checked you and make sure that you were a valid and safe driver, and then I just have you sign something for me. Alright. I'll be right back with my laptop.
Thank you.
Then I'll turn all your stuff out when you have that.
Manning tried to be a Snowden.
Well, he was there when he was able to wear makeup, and I'm sure his first night in jail was quite the adventure for him. Surprised he could walk. Alright, so by signing this, you're just stating that you're promising not to allow Ian to drive for the rest of the night until the hazard has ceased to exist, and that we are not held liable for anything that happens after this by him leaving with you, okay?
Alright, there you go. Yeah. It's like me, my arm would lay all over the buttons.
I know,
You wouldn't
right?
be able to read that.
Kind of wish it was like down here.
Yes, down there. Yeah.
Except, yes.
Hey, you did pretty good.
Alright.
All right.
I'll get his stuff printed out and he'll be out of here in a few seconds.
Okay, is it going to cause anything?
No.
No. Okay.
Just was in constant. And I have a bond set for you.
2091. Whatever 2091 is still on the ground.
By the way, you might want to start doing this right here, where you want to put your fingers to try in there and then go down, because your finger's curving like mine, and that normally means you're not doing full rotations.
For what now?
Your finger. See how it's curving over to the right?
And this?
Yeah. That is actually because you need to do that. Your hand is atrophying like this.
Okay.
So you need to reverse it like that. Like try and touch these two fingers together. Like no, like you actually want to push that down, like you would a card. You know how you have a card and you fold it, and then
Yeah.
like say I got the edges, the card would bend out.
So you want to do it this way?
No, see, like this right here. See, point that, put that right there, and then lift up this knuckle with just your hand, and then that right there. See, that'll help you do that.
Through westbound, just got hit just prior to.
As of right now, you need to learn how to do that because you've been doing too much of this. Too much of this.
It's from working out. Lifting weights too much. Probably. That curling.
Well, then also another thing is, I work out every day. Can you tell?
Yeah, I get calluses here and there.
No, you're not supposed to get calluses because you're supposed to relax. If you're gripping it like this, you're actually atrophying muscles. I mean, like you're overcompensating muscles, which cause the other ones to atrophy. In the field sobriety test, I don't think that the walking one really works. Because I mean, a person driving a car with say missing 3 toes, them balancing doesn't.
Well, right. That's why we'll get asked if they have any
I'm
disabilities
just
that may prevent them from doing it. Because then we're like, oh well, if this guy has, we have a lot of guys with what do you call it? They get the pins and needles on their feet.
Yeah, that's because
Whatever they call
this
it.
right here, your body actually has to stay like this, right? And then so this is your joint. People will do that, and they'll do that, so their leg isn't straight, and then their muscles start to straighten out. But their muscles are supposed to wrap around their leg. You're supposed to stretch by doing this. TRE training.
Is that camera still on?
Yeah.
Alright, you're good.
Gotta take these off. Good to go.
So where do you know where to pick up the truck and not pick it up?
Yeah, the paperwork's all in there.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thank
You
you.
guys have a good rest of the night.
Thank you.